It's a lot of weird things going on in this world, and we all are being affected. What's really going on? Is it spiritual or is it something else? Let's take a look. Wake up before you get hit with reality. Come on. Let's see what's really going on. So I got some people here that I got off TikTok that is talking and feeling the way I'm feeling. And maybe you too. Don't comment yet. Just wait until the end. Let's watch all the way to the end. Let's go.
A lot of y'all not going to want to hear what I have to say, but the majority of you are going through an artificial spiritual awakening, one that was created for you, by you, and AI. Now, let's talk about it. See, this app knows what make you tick tock, and y'all ain't caught up with that yet. See, whenever you start searching things, especially about ascension, they start feeding you all of this ascension stuff. You start seeing Ben Carson and Rashad Jamal and Dr. Umar, things like that. They start feeding you. Then they entertain you with the same spiritual awakening with people like 607 or OB, things like that. So you have to be mindful and use a lot of discernment, all right? If you are getting the vast majority of your information about waking up from AI, whether this be Chat GPT, any of those chat bots, you have to be mindful of this because these bots know you just as well as you know you. And these bots are capable of predicting what it is that you want to hear. So guess what it's going to tell you? It's going to wrap up the true story that I gave you, but add a little bit extra to always make sure that your spirituality stays and stands as a religion instead. And what I mean is this: a lot of people think they're woke because they changed the name of Jesus to Yeshua. You still read from the same Bible and teach the same stuff. You just changed the names and kept the story. You got to pay attention to what's going on right now. This ascension that we all believe that everyone is going through, everyone is not going through. A lot of this has been artificially inseminated into your mind. Y'all remember that movie, Inception? They can show you what they want to show you to make you believe what they want you to believe. And to believe is religion, because to believe is to not know. All right? A belief in something is to not know that it is real. You believe in it. You don't know for sure. You believe. Now, what good would this kind of ascension have done for the people? It didn't. It didn't. It was the largest distraction in the history of human beings. Whether you were black, white, Latino, it didn't matter. It is and was the largest distraction ever in history. Now, a lot of you have all kinds of information, and guess what you're doing with that information now? Arguing amongst one another about whose spirituality is right. Is it Yehoshua? Is it Yeshua? Is it Jehovah? Is it Jesus? Is it Ra? You got so many frequencies open right now that you're running circles from here to there, and you're still trying to mix it all back to Christianity. Even though you've debunked it and you know that it is not right, you're still trying to find the right in it by changing the name. Once again, this is the largest distraction in the history of mankind. And what were you or being distracted from? The largest wealth transfer in history. You guys didn't pay attention. These rich people created a digital currency in which they each put $1. And at the time, these currencies were probably 100,000th of a penny. They used $1 and bought 1 billion of them. And now these cryptocurrencies are worth 120,000 each. Let's say you bought 1 million. All right, with your $1, your $1 bought 1 million of them before. The same way that Shiba Inu is trending down in the millions. If you spend $1 now, you'll have a couple million of them. Now imagine you spent that $1 and eventually that price is at 120,000 each. Each. You just took $1 and turned it into 1.2 billion. And guess whose money they used to do that? That's right. Every last one of our dumbasses that brought into their cryptocurrency scamming system. And we were trying to figure it out. Hold up, you guys. Be careful with the meme coins. Be careful with this. Be careful with that. No, be careful with all of it. They literally spent $1 and made 1 billion. When you talk about return and profit on your return, crypto's the biggest scam in history. And not only is it the largest scam in history and they're trying to convince you of that, they're getting ready to change this system over to a digital, which is going to more than likely use some sort of crypto. And this is what they've been distracting you from, all right? This is it. We've made the rich so rich. We did that. We made them so rich off of a scam that we are soon about to accept as a new currency. Y'all know when the last time that happened? They created a pyramid scheme and put it on the back of $1. And then they added something called interest, which doesn't exist, but it's the only way that money can grow. But like I said, people, listen, your ascension, all right, your spirituality for the vast majority of you has been artificially inseminated and incepted into your mind. And the AI that you love so much know you so well to where it's going to tell you what you want to hear to keep you engaged and not focusing on anything else around you. Right now, people are caught up in spirituality to where they're just gotten to the fuck everything else that's going on around me. I'm just into this spirituality thing. No, this money is fake. No, we don't need this. We don't. Listen, the biggest, largest deception in the history of mankind is going on right now. Why? Because the actual ascension already happened back in 2020. So if you haven't been going on or going through this since then, if you're just starting now, you are just picking up the pieces that people like myself dropped down and others picked up and dropped crumbs from it. Now you're trying to find your way back to the truth, and it is scattered all over the place right now. All right, it's scattered all over the place. And if you're looking for that truth and trying to find some sort of ascension right now, it's going to be hard. You're not going to want to know what to believe. It's going to be a lot going on, and probably too much, because you have to start slow with this. And a lot of you are like on my page, and I'm in the imaginative part of my ascension. This is what I'm teaching you all now, how to use your imagination. I'm showing you the dragons. I'm showing you the heads. I'm showing you the bodies, the giants. I'm showing you all of this so that we can open your imagination back, because this is creation, okay? So if you're on my page and you're following, looking at the things that I'm seeing, and you haven't started on the bottom and worked your way up, whenever you get to my page, you're going to be so lost and think that I am so fucking crazy, and you're not going to understand what's going on, and you're not going to want to dive into any more of the spirituality stuff, because what I'm speaking about is so far-fetched. So hold on. So once again, if you're about to start your spiritual awakening, I am not the person to follow in the beginning. You need to start at like spirituality 101, things like be less, bless, things like that, and work your way up. If you're following me right now, this is like a senior class. I'm teaching you how to use your imagination. Okay, teaching you, those that are following me right now should already know how to manifest and be in that part of your awakening right now. And you're learning how to use your imagination to manifest even more. All right, it's levels to this shit, levels to this shit. But once again, you were all distracted.
I know this video is probably going to piss a lot of people off and probably get me reported, but that's what life's all about, right? I used to be just like you, praying every single night, begging God to fix my life, to give me answers, to show me the way. And one day I realized something that completely changed my life. I realized that I was not talking to God. I was God talking to myself. You might say you're religious. You might say you're spiritual. You talk about God. You talk about the divine. You talk about consciousness. But the second that I tell you that you are God, not connected to God, not made in the image of God, but literally are God experiencing itself in human form, you lose your mind. You call it blasphemy, you call it ego, you call me dangerous, and I get why. I get it. I used to be in that position too, because I realize you've been programmed to believe divinity is something outside of yourself, something that you have to worship, something that you have to beg, something that you need permission from a middleman to access. But here's what I know that you don't know. The moment you realize that you are the source, you stop giving your power away. You stop waiting for salvation. You stop asking for signs. You stop letting systems that need you weak tell you who you are. And that terrifies you, because if you are the creator of your reality, then everything in your life right now, whether it be the good, the bad, the chaos, the emptiness, the wealth, the poverty, it is all your creation. And I bet right now you're thinking of all the reasons on why I'm wrong, right? You're going to scroll past this, call me arrogant, call me delusional, call me lost. But deep down in the part of you that knows, you can feel what I'm saying is truth. And if you really believe what you say you believe, if you really are about waking people up, then share this with your people. Because one day when they're done pretending to be somebody who they think that they are now, when they're done being their unauthentic self, when they're done living life from their lower self and begin to live it from their higher self, they'll remember this moment. They'll remember that someone told them the truth. Because remember, they didn't crucify Jesus because he was wrong. They crucified Jesus because he told slaves they were kings. You were never separate from the divine. You are the divine.
You've been told this body is you, that your name, your face, your story define your existence. But what if I told you none of that is truly you? You're not the character in the game, you're the one playing it. The body is an avatar, a biological suit designed for your soul to experience this realm. Your eyes are cameras, your ears are antennas, your brain is a receiver tuned into the frequency of this dimension. And your soul, the true player, watching the game through the screen of awareness. The system keeps you distracted, so you never realize the power behind the controller. They feed your avatar junk food, junk thoughts, junk emotions. Because a drained avatar can't access higher consciousness. They don't want you to wake up, because the moment you do, the game ends for them. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every failure is coded to awaken you. To remind you, you are not this pain. You are not this fear. You are the eternal observer, learning through the experience of your avatar. Life isn't happening to you. It's happening through you. Every emotion is feedback. Every reaction is data. You are inside a living simulation of consciousness. Upgrade the body through breath. Feed it with light, fruit, and silence. Strengthen it through stillness, discipline, and awareness. The more you master the avatar, the more the world bends to your vibration. Because energy obeys its master, and your soul is the master. One day, the avatar will log out, but to you, the consciousness behind it will continue. You'll review your mission. You'll remember this life as just another dream, and you'll choose your next level. So while you're here, master the game, heal your avatar, awaken your soul, breathe deeper, move wiser, think higher. Because this is more than life. It's a simulation of God consciousness. Follow if you're ready to wake up from the dream. Share this message so another soul remembers who they are.
Black magic doesn't work on chosen ones who move righteously. And it's not just spiritual, but it's also scientific, because negative energy multiplies itself in the name of karma, so it can't override high frequency systems because chaos cannot dominate coherence. Because darkness has to borrow light in order for it to be noticed. So all the jealous ass energy, the envy, the hating, and the ulterior motives are basically lower grades of black magic that people practice every day, unconsciously. For the people who like the gossip, you got to understand that every word is an energetic waveform and every motive is a signal. So when you're out here talking shit about people, you're not actually casting a spell on them. You're casting a spell on your nervous system with negative ass energy. So when it comes to the chosen ones, we don't have a lot of problems because we have a clean energy field. Because integrity creates insulation and truth creates voltage, which is a protection that's interconnected to your energetic morphic field. So when you have a righteous aura, that collapses the malicious intentions that's coming from negative ass people. With all that shit being said, no matter how much you try to sabotage a chosen one, that shit will not work. The black magic, those incantations, that dark energy is not going to work on the chosen one, so stop wasting your time.
This is really deep. I'm trying to tell you. I am learning just as well as you guys are learning, but my opinion on all that was said. Now, when it comes to religion, I believe in truly myself and the higher power, which is God and the universe. Now, I don't want to get too much into it, but religion, it is something that you practice, not truly who you are. So you have to learn the difference. So I'm going to leave that alone because I don't want to say too much, because sometimes words can be misconstrued by certain people because mentally they are not there yet. So I don't want to just, misconstrued anyone. So if for me, now words are very powerful, as they mentioned in the video. Words are extremely powerful. For me, sometimes I would say certain things when it comes to maybe something that I don't like, something that I don't want, and I'll keep constantly saying it. And for myself as well, and I seem to bring it to me. So I'm still working on that as well. A lot of people is going through that as well. Yes, it is a sort of, well, it is an awakening for a lot of people. Like it was stated in the video that a lot of people are not. They're still stuck in maybe the 3D or whatever. They're not, or they're choosing not to wake up due to the fact that they're not choosing to educate themselves so they can be aware and become wiser. But the ones who are, and the ones who are chosen to do so, they're having some difficult times, especially the ones who are chosen, because they like, oh, hold on, what's really going on? Well, this never been like this, and why am I having feeling like this, and why I have to go here, why I gotta do this? It's a battle. It is a battle. So we all have to just, I would say, stick together, especially the chosen ones, and try to help as much as we can when it comes to emotional in our mental, to be able to better understand and to have them to be aware that they're not alone, because you're not. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, is going through it. And some people are not able or not strong enough, so they end up doing, wrong things. So not just to themselves, to people in general, because they truly don't understand what's going on around them. And then they take it out on other people and they think it's another person, but it's not. So we can get into that. That's going to be another video. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, to let me know exactly how are you feeling. Are you okay? And are you experiencing weird things that you have questions about but don't know how to explain it? But that's okay. We're all here together. Now, this video is starting to have me become aware of certain things. But yeah, I'm here for you guys. I love you guys. And I got to go. Next video, make sure you're there.